Fundu of Snowspirations Global Health Solutions. Thank you so much and welcome to this weekend's open word round. Now, please, when you come in, this particular clinic probably will run for maybe 45 minutes or thereabout, depending on the need. But my aim this afternoon is to help our members who are having problems becoming pregnant to navigate and kind of have an overview of what you've done. You see, the basic method of becoming pregnant in our group still remains PPP. If you notice, I fly the triple P at any occasion, at any opportunity. If you practice PPP in our group, you become a mother. If you practice PPP in our group, you become a father. But what we've noticed, there is a kind of differential when it comes to the PPP. Most people concentrate on just the P, the first P. So most people concentrate on praying. But, a couple of other people might likely play. Play remains 48-hour lovemaking if you're not bleeding. But virtually everybody out there looking for a baby, it's not doing the last P properly. You see, it's very easy to whip up sentiments. It's very easy to throw a pity party. Anytime we talk about becoming pregnant, anytime we talk about what you've done, you probably go out there whipping up sentiments, creating an impression that you've done everything right and you're not getting results. But I have to tell you this in all sincerity. I've read so many comments about people and their efforts, and I think we can still do better. So what we need to do today, if you're attending my clinic, thank you so much. I want you to announce your name and your location. Then please follow my admin. My admin is going to guide you. Today's clinic is completely free. So if you don't have that facility to subscribe, to get one-on-one consult with me, this is a very good opportunity for you to get feedbacks. But there are a couple of things I need you to do. Please don't send your personal details. Please don't send your lab reports openly. What I want you to do is to ask your questions and I provide you feedbacks, then you take your actions. Action is going to be the tiebreaker between people that will become parents and people that will still be on the same page. When you have said your prayers, please make love to your partner 48 hourly. It's important, regardless of how you feel, regardless of the diagnosis, regardless of the duration. It doesn't matter. Just make sure you do your own part. When you have said your prayer, please continue making love 48 hourly. Whether you have low sperm count, whether you have no sperm, whether your tube is blocked, whether you have hormone imbalance, whether you added a lot of body weight, whether you've lost a lot of body weight, it doesn't matter. Keep on making love 48 hourly. It works. There are so many people that might have defined infertility, but they can still become pregnant. Your chances of becoming pregnant is in God's hand, truthfully and evidentially. God can still do his magic, but God cannot do his magic if you are not available. So I've read so many comments, heartbreaking. I've read comments of women that have been looking for babies for 15 years, and currently they are 45. Now, let's start from there. Let's use this as an example. You've been looking for a baby for 15 years, my sister, and you are 45. Now, the question is, besides the emotions, besides the crying, besides how people will tell you, don't worry, it's okay, God is gonna do it, God has done this, God has done that. What are you gonna do by yourself, my sister, if you are 45, 45, and you have been trying for a baby for 15 years? What are you gonna do? Have you done the right things? Do you have a fertility specialist attached to you? Have we checked your ovarian reserve? The standard test for all women who are having infertility. Remember that infertility is the inability to have a positive pregnancy test for a period of 1 year. If you are below 35 and you are making love 48 hourly and you don't have a contraceptive, if you have done this diligently for 12 months, you make love to your partner 48 hourly, regardless of what's going on. 48 hourly means 1 day in, 1 day out. If you can do this diligently, effectively, obsessively for 12 months, if you don't have a positive pregnancy test, at that point, you have infertility. It can be primary infertility if you have never been pregnant before, or it can be secondary infertility if you were pregnant in the past, but currently you were not able to be pregnant. Now, if you are 35 years and above, and you have done this for 6 months, and you don't have a positive pregnancy test, please escalate. If you are 40, immediately. So using the example of our sister at 45 with 15 years of infertility. Now, what's the realistic thing to do? What is our reality check? She's 45. What's the first thing for us to do? Ovarian egg reserve. So we need to check your FSH. We need to check your AMH. We need to check your estrogen. If you still have X, we are not going to waste time. We are not going to say, don't worry, God is going to come down. What do we do at 45? We go for IVF. When we are going for IVF at 45, what's our best chance? Donor eggs. So we are result-oriented. We are action-oriented. My people, we cannot just become pregnant by just praying. We cannot just become pregnant by just crying. We cannot just become pregnant by showing emotions. They are all good. I want you to become a mother. I want you to become a father. But I'm taking it back to you. What actions are you going to take today? There are so many opportunities out there. There are so many ways you can go about it. We also have a consulting packages. You can use them. They are in different categories. You can start with 1 week. You can start with 1 month. You can start with 3 months. You can come in at 6 months. You can get help. But my sister, let's keep it real. I'm talking to the women, especially because women tend to be more emotionally vested. Men are disconnected. As I'm talking to you guys right now, men are watching soccer. They are having fun. At the end of the day, they will eat nkwobi, they will drink, they will forget their sorrow. But once it's 31st December, we begin to cry again. We begin to query God. We can no longer afford to go that way. Enough is enough. So let me ask you, my sister, today is the 11th of September. What is your game plan? How are you going to be a mother? How are you going to be a mother of twins? How are you going to be a mother of triplets? How are you going to be a mother of quadruplets? Which is possible. Do you have a diagnosis? Do you have a fertility specialist? What about your partner? Are you eating properly? Are you sleeping properly? Are you watching your body weight? Are you taking your prenatal multivitamins? Beyond your praying, are you telling yourself the truth? Are you 45 and you're still waiting for triumphant entry? My sister, it's time for us to be serious. If you are not serious, you can delay yourself. So many of the infertility issues we have in our group is self-inflicted. Look, my people, you know I love you, right? I keep it real. I want you to be a mother. That's the only reason why I'm going this route, okay? So this is my opening statement. I'm going to give us an opportunity to ask our questions in real time. So please go ahead and start asking your questions. I'm going to provide you feedbacks. Hopefully, my backup provider, Dr. Ndiche, is in the clinic, and she can help with the questions. Now, if you need help, if you can afford for 1 week, which is 2,000 naira, there are so many people that can solve their problem for 2,000 naira. It's not going to break your bank. You can come in for 1 week. We can take care of your case. We can review. We can find out, and we can refer you. So many of us are not becoming pregnant because we are not going in the right direction. The doctors we are seeing are not the real doctors. They keep upping our body with Clomid. They have not discovered what the problem is. Let me give you an example, my sister. Your tubes are blocked. It's confirmed that your 2 tubes are blocked, but they are still giving you Clomid. You cannot become pregnant with blocked tubes. If it's confirmed you have blocked tubes. When you have 2 blocked tubes, how can you become pregnant? IVF. This is your reality, my sister. There are so many women that will waste time. By the time you spend 15 years as a woman, Adding 15 years to your age can make a lot of difference, because by the time you are ready, it's already late. I want you to be happy like other women. I want you to feel the joy of a mother. I want you to think about how you will become when you become a grandmother. So there is no room for delay no more in this group. Okay, so guys, ask your questions in real time. I'll provide you feedbacks. It's my word round, so my word round is an opportunity to get feedbacks from me directly. Okay, so please go ahead and ask your questions, and we're going to have fun. Now, remember that on the 26th, we have a special event. We understand that so many families are currently going through difficult time. The male partner in your home is causing a lot of havoc because you don't have a baby boy, because you don't have a baby girl. Now, it's possible for you to have a baby boy. It's possible for you to have a baby girl. There is a particular process you need to follow. So if you don't have peace in your home because of family balancing, we can walk you through on what you need to do to succeed. It's possible. Okay? All right, guys, I'm still waiting for your questions. Please ask your questions. PPP for 48 hours is equivalent to 2 days. Correct. So this is what you need to know, my sister. Make love on Monday, have a break on Tuesday, continue on Wednesday, have a break on Thursday, continue on Friday, have a break on Saturday, continue on Sunday. This is what we do. It works. It works. The more you engage, the more you increase your probability, especially if you are above 35. If you are younger than 35 and you can correctly predict your cycle, you have a better chance during your fertility window. But if you are above 35, when you begin to experience irregular period, irregular ovulation, we are no longer gonna wait. The essence of increasing the frequency of your lovemaking is to make available sperm at any point in time. The teaching is because when you deposit sperm in the vagina, it can survive up to 7 days. Think about that for a moment. But when you release the egg can only survive up to 24 hours. So once the egg is released, if we don't have availability of sperm, that egg is gonna disintegrate and you begin all over again. A woman can only become pregnant once in a month. Once that egg is released, we want to arrest the egg. Your egg can be released by 12 a.m. If you are waiting for your ovulation without knowing that your ovulation is already gone, if you don't make love and your egg is released by 12 a.m., by 12 a.m. the other day, it's already done. It's disintegrated. You've lost your chance of becoming pregnant in that month. So let's be practicable about this. Even when you're shopping for money for IVF, even when you're claiming you don't have this, you don't have that, at least you can make love. It's very cheap. It's easily available. And when you're making love, love your love making. Make love and make babies. It works. You can even become pregnant at age 50 by just making love. It might be limited, but there is no never. There is no always in medical practice. So anybody at any time can get a woman pregnant. Even your partner with low sperm count can still get you pregnant. It's called low sperm count. It doesn't mean you don't have. It means it's reduced. So in life, when you have a reduced chance, what do? You double up. Very important. Okay? Okay, guys, keep asking your questions and I'll keep providing you feedbacks. Doc, please, is 24-day cycle okay? If yes, please, what's the best time to make love? My sister, let me repeat again. We do not time love making in this group. The best time to make love is when you are not bleeding. Make love around the corner. We don't believe in practicing timed ovulation or fertility window sex. Now, 24 days, it's normal. The normal cycle in your period is 21 to 35 days. So if you bleed every 21 days, that's your regular. If you bleed every 26 days, that's your regular. If you bleed every 35 days, that's your regular. It's a range. The problem starts when you bleed every 45 days, 50 days, 10 days, 20 days. Once it's below 21, once it's above 35, then it begins to become abnormal. What do? You see a fertility specialist. There are so many women that are trying to figure things out by themselves. The more you are trying to figure things out by yourself, the more you're trying to have an understanding, which you are not supposed to lean on. Even the Bible told us, lean not on your understanding, Go and seek help. The earlier you seek help, the better. You can cry from today to tomorrow. If you don't make love to your partner, you're not going to increase your chance. If you don't see a fertility specialist, we might not even know what the problem is. If you live in the church tomorrow, Sunday, you're planning to spend the whole day in the church, but you didn't make love in the morning, and you come back in the day, you're reading the Bible verse they give you, and you still didn't make love, guess what? You cannot become pregnant that way. You cannot have immaculate conception. And my people, let me tell you the truth. Infertility's aim is to take your lovemaking away. Do you understand that? Infertility comes to steal your libido so that you will always have problems. Anytime you guys want to make love, you quarrel. Some of the days you are quarreling are the days you're supposed to have become pregnant. The days you're sleeping in the guest room, the days you're going to see your friend. And in this era of looking for a baby, so many people will tell you a lot of things. Your mom will even tell you to come back. Don't worry, let's go and pray about it. Let's go and fast and go for deliverance. There is absolutely nothing spirituality got to do with this. You just need to settle down and do what you need to do to become a mother. And you don't have time. At 45, if you succeed in becoming pregnant at 26, how old will you be when your baby is 10? 56? How strong will you be when you're 56? Will you be there to go for Mugo? Will you walk your daughter up the aisle? Will you walk your son up the aisle? Let's face our reality, my people. You cannot deposit crying. You cannot deposit excuses on the 31st of December. If you are hearing my voice, 31st December 2021, if you are not pregnant, ask yourself why. There are so many ways you can become pregnant. There are so many ways you can be a mother. You can go naturally. You can go for fertility treatment. You can go for IUI. You can go for IVF. You can go for donor egg. You can go for donor sperm. You can even adopt. They are all legal. You have to decide that your infertility will end in 2021, that you're not going to carry it over. And be careful. In social media, if you are not careful, you'll be distracted. Even people that are praying for you openly, even people that are telling you, don't worry, converge here, let's pray together, let's do this. They can pray all the prayer for you. But at the end of the day, if you don't do your own part, you're going to be in the same spot. So don't be deceived. There are so many places you will go to, they will tell you, don't worry, God is going to do it. Don't worry, come, let's pray. Come, let's do this. I'm not against prayer. If you notice, I pray a lot. I'm a Christian, practical Christian, but I also deal with my reality. When God is baking your cake, be available to eat the cake. Stop blaming God for everything. Stop blaming prayers for everything. Stop just saying only amen, but you're not doing something. Stop going to other people's testimonies. Stop seeing other people's twins, triplets, quadruplets, and you're not asking how they got those babies. Go and do the same thing they did. Let's not be sentimental about this. My people, I'm telling you the truth. You cannot afford to keep crying. You cannot afford to keep weeping sentiments. You need to get up and you need to go and start your family, because your family is already waiting for you. There is absolutely no room for delay. No more. So many people are cajoling you. So many people are calling you names. So many people are bullying you. You do not have respect. You do not have confidence. You are in depression. How are you going to end this? You have to step up and say enough is enough. Okay, very, very important. Okay, let's continue, guys. Keep asking your questions. Keep asking your questions, please. Okay. Okay. All right. Good day, Doc. They do say some egg producing are not mature. How do someone know? My sister, you need a fertility specialist. Okay? Your egg is your egg. You already have the eggs. Unfortunately, as you're getting older, you will be having more abnormal eggs. So we need to follow the conventional means. Now, be careful. One of the things that will mislead you in life is they told me, I heard. Who are you hearing from? From the spirits? You have the opportunity to see a gynecologist. You have opportunity to see a fertility specialist. So we don't speculate. I will be the last person to speculate, because this is a very, very sensitive topic. If you want to know your chances regarding your eggs, you have to go for your ovarian egg reserve. There are some tests we can use to know if you still have good eggs and the likelihood of the quantity you have. And when you get to 35, that chance begins to dwindle. Your ability to become pregnant naturally begins to dwindle at 35. So if you are hovering around 40 and you're still singing the same song you have been singing for the past 5 years, my sister, you are getting ready to get to the 6th year. And you cannot afford to do that. So many women are going to become 40 next year. Please, before you transition to 40 next year, ask yourself a simple question. Have I done enough? Am I only hearing what people are saying? Am I prioritizing? So many people complain, I don't have money, I don't have this. But there are so many other things you're spending time and money, which doesn't even affect your fertility. So many of you can give an arm and leg to go and watch Big Brother, but you cannot go for things that will give you the knowledge you need to take the action you need to take so that you can be like other women. You go to church tomorrow, they don't give you love. They stand you up, they pray for you. Everybody's praying for you. You're the prayer point of the church. That's not what God created you for. When you go to your church tomorrow, be practicable. Tell your pastor's right. Look, I need help. I need financial help for IVF. I need financial help for IUI. I need help for adoption. I need help for surrogacy. Be practical about it. It's not only just praying, my people. It's not only that. Some people are waiting to give you advice. Some people are waiting for your negative news so they can advise you. Refuse to allow anybody advise you. No more. Take over. There is nothing wrong with you, my sister. There is absolutely nothing wrong with you. Your mother gave birth to you. Your father gave birth to you. You did not fall from heaven. You were made in the image of God. So let nobody deceive you no more. But you need to step up. You can show up here and you can say amen and you can do a lot of things. If you are not praying, if you are not playing, if you are not practicing, you are the one delaying yourself. Okay? All right. You are 2 months plus pregnant and you are having abdominal pain. Is it normal? Now, let me also use this opportunity to talk to our pregnant women. You see, you've seen all the efforts that women are going through to become pregnant, right? Now you become pregnant eventually and you're being complacent. All pregnant women, all, no exceptions, whether you're in your first trimester, whether you're in your second trimester, whether you're in your third trimester, you need a doctor attached to you, one-on-one, a doctor you can reach out to, a window you can use to ask your question. It will be carefree to become pregnant and you're not doing the right things. So my sister, 2 months is about the time a lot of miscarriages will happen. Miscarriage is the unintended loss of your pregnancy before 20 weeks. After 20 weeks, it's called stillbirth. Most women that will have miscarriage will have this miscarriage about this time. Now, there are things you need to be on the lookout for in your pregnancy. Anytime in your pregnancy you begin to experience pain is a danger sign. We want to know why. Anytime in your pregnancy you notice bleeding, spotting, whatever, you went to pee, you saw blood, is a danger sign. Anytime water is coming out of your body and you know it's not urine, you have a problem. So what you need to do now at 2 months, I hope you have registered for your ANC. I hope you have gone to your doctor. So many women, unfortunately, we even have what we call silent abortion, missed abortion. You never bled. You didn't have pain. Water didn't come out of your body, but your baby is no longer viable. So there are so many things that happen inside your body when you're pregnant. You cannot afford to play for that 9 months. You cannot. So please, and please, my sister, pain is a danger sign in pregnancy. Admin, capture this for me. Anytime in your pregnancy you notice pain, please ring your doctor. Go to the hospital immediately. Anytime you see blood, blood is a danger sign in pregnancy. Spotting, bleeding, however it comes, is a danger sign, is a warning sign. Now, I'm not saying this to scare you. Most women that are pregnant will still have bleeding, but they will still go ahead and have their baby. But we need to investigate. Some of those bleeding might be what we call implantation bleeding, but that bleeding might be a sign you're about to lose your baby. And we cannot afford to lose any baby no more, not in this group. We have lost enough babies. We have lost enough women. We can no longer afford to lose babies we can save. So please decide today to join our ANC. There is a provisions for you. If the only thing you've achieved in your life is to have your baby without complications, you have succeeded. Because there are so many things you might not know. Some women will start bleeding. Some women will start having pain by 12 a.m. They want to wait for daybreak. There is no day. There is no night. There is no afternoon when you're pregnant. Once there is problem, you go to the ER immediately. A stitch in time saves 9. So many people lost their pregnancy because they didn't go to the right place. In a country where the doctors are on strike, you need to be careful. So if you register for your ANC in a government hospital and they are currently on strike, what do? You transition to private hospital. If you have to borrow money to save your family, borrow money. It is painful to become pregnant and lose your pregnancy for things we could have saved. Very, very painful. Becoming pregnant is now difficult. So when you become pregnant, cherish your pregnancy, protect your pregnancy, go above and beyond to protect your pregnancy. Every pregnant woman must go for 3 tests: urine test, blood test, and ultrasound. Once we confirm that that pregnancy is existing inside your womb, then you're good to go. Then you register for your ANC immediately without wasting time. And if you are 35 years and above, we give you frequent appointments because you are now classified as what? Advanced in maternal age. Okay? All right, let's continue, guys. Okay. Now, this is another opportunity to teach you guys. Now, I want you to listen carefully. The only infection that should freak you out if you are planning to become pregnant or if you are already pregnant, I want you to pay attention to staph, candida, and gonorrhea. Now, I want to say something about staph and candida. Staph, no matter how they paint it, whether it's moderate, whether it's heavy, whether it's light, does not affect your fertility in any shape or form. It's a scam. Staph aureus, they tell you in your test when you go out there by yourself, and they tell you, oh, you have moderate growth of staph, you have heavy growth of this, you have moderate growth of staph and candida. They do not have anything to do with your fertility. Both of them are not sexually transmitted. The only infection you should be worried about is gonorrhea and chlamydia. Gonorrhea and chlamydia can be properly treated if it's diagnosed with specific antibiotics. If we don't treat them, they can damage your body. They can damage your tubes. They can cause problems. They can cause PID. You might not be able to become pregnant. But if they are giving you all this silly staph, candida nonsense, it has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with your fertility. So please stop wasting your money. Any woman that takes herself to any lab without, capture this for me immediately. If you wake up in the morning and you decide because your friends told you, you go to a lab without a doctor telling you, do this, do that. When you are parting with your money, when they are collecting your blood, when they are collecting your urine, when they are collecting your fecal material, running some tests you don't need, you are wasting your money. You should not take yourself to the lab. Your doctor should be the person that would demand the specific investigations you need. So please stop taking yourself to the lab, because anytime you go to the lab, they will see something. And understand that your staphylococcus and your candida has absolutely nothing to do with your fertility. Absolutely. It's a scam. Be wise. Save that money and use it wisely. Okay? Please, Doc, you're in Port Harcourt. Where and how do you register? Follow admin. Okay, let's continue, guys. Let's continue. We don't have much time. Keep asking your questions. This clinic is power packed. My weekend one round, power packed. If you want to be helped, you're going to be helped. If you don't want to be helped, if you don't want to take your bold step, well, it's your choice. But when I show up, I tell you your truth, because I don't have the liberty to see any of my members cry again. You have cried enough. Okay, let's continue, guys. Let's continue. Let's see what we have. Ask your questions, please. Keep asking your questions, please. When you come in, let's know your location. If you need to talk to me, very good. You can come in for 1 week. 1 week is 2,000 naira. 1 month is 5,000 naira. My people, you can afford this. Everybody is struggling, but you need to prioritize what's important to you. Nothing is too big to spend in starting your family. The same thing is applicable to your pregnancy. Go and secure your pregnancy. Join the ANC immediately. Don't even waste time. Okay, guys, let's see what we have. Where are your questions, please? Admin, you can repost any question. Okay, let's see. Doc, you've done all the tests they said you should do, and your result says your hormones are okay, your tubes are okay. You don't know what the problem is. Now, it takes two to make babies. Now, if you've done your own part, what about your partner? Have we checked your partner's seminal fluid analysis? So please make sure you do it comprehensively. Now, it's possible that a general practitioner can run all these tests and tell you that everything is good. If everything is good, then you become pregnant, but you're not becoming pregnant. So something is causing it. So make sure you and your partner are consulting with a fertility specialist. Now, the standard thing you have to do first as a woman is to check your ovarian reserve. So we need to know the number and the quality of eggs you have if you still have them. So you are a candidate for subscription. So share this video with your partner. Decide to come in. You guys can come in. If you want to talk to me one-on-one, you can start from 3 months. From 1 month to 1 week, we just chat. I tell you what you need to do. I refer you. Then you can start doing something. Unfortunately, my people, infertility is expensive. You need to spend money. That's a fact. Money is important. So when you kneel down to pray tomorrow, don't go and send money that you need away. Some people will kneel down and say, "Oh, money is the root of all evil." It's a lie. You need your money. You need your money. Some of them will even be taken from the little you have. You are the person that should be collecting because you need to start your family. God doesn't take bribe to bless us. I mean, capture this for me. God does not judge us, bless us, favor us because of the amount of money we give. No. Unfortunately, you go to so many churches, they tell you to sow seeds, big seeds. Bring this, you get this. Bring that, you get that. And you are amassing wealth for them. That's not the God that gives us kids. God doesn't give people kids because of the amount of money you have. No, that's not how it works. God blesses everybody. But you need to be smart. They can no longer keep deceiving us. Okay? All right. Let's see. Okay? For the first pregnancy, does EDD take longer? By default, yes. EDD is the expected date of delivery. Now, your EDD is a speculative date you're going to deliver, expected date of delivery. Some women can deliver 2 weeks before the EDD or 2 weeks after the EDD. But here's what you need to know. All pregnancies must be fully delivered by 42 weeks. Once your pregnancy has reached 42 weeks, we must bring down your baby. Your baby must come out. Either we give you induction, either we augment, or we section you, because beyond 42 weeks, your baby is no longer doing anything inside your belly. So women that are having their baby for the first time will have extended labor, and EDD might also be extended, but it's not standard. Some women can still have what we call presbyterian labor. Before you blink, you've gone into labor, or you've had your baby. Okay? There are a couple of things you need to expect as a first-time mom. The likelihood we are going to give you episiotomy is high. Why? Because your pelvic region and your vagina is not really well in tune. If you're having a big baby, we don't want you to have a tear. We want to cut you so we give your baby a chance to come out. I'm sure they've told you all this during your ASC classes. Okay? All right, let's continue. Okay. You just put to birth and you're finding it difficult to sleep. It's not unusual to have sleep problems when you're a new mother. Very, very common. Why? Your hormones are struggling. You are struggling to adapt. You are waking up to feed your baby. You are waking up to pee. A whole lot of things are messed up. So sleep problem, it's not unusual in women that just had a baby, including your appetite. But my sister, you have to face your reality. You have to find a common ground. This is where people can come in to help you. This is where your mother can come in to help you. This is where your husband can come in to help you. So many husbands are just answering big name. Papa Adobe, Papa Ngozi, but you're not contributing. In the night, you're snoring. Your woman is staying up, not sleeping, feeding the babies, doing everything. When she wakes up in the morning, if she even gets some sleep, will she not be tired? Will she not feel overwhelmed? Yes. So many women that succeeded in having their babies are not getting help. Your partner needs to stay up to help with the babies. It's a joint venture. Your duty is not just to bring your sperm, and once the babies come, you go and be taking glory outside, but you're not contributing to them. You have to stay around. You have to wake up. A good man will tell the woman, you know what? Get some sleep. Help around. Be a family-oriented man. It's going to help you. Your kids will have good relationship with you. Okay? All right, let's continue, guys. Can ovarian cyst cause Okay, if I understand correctly, you're asking if ovarian cyst might be a cause of infertility. Most ovarian cysts will be what we call functional cyst, and that means it's just related to your cycle. They will not affect your fertility. However, some ovarian cysts, especially polycystic ovarian syndrome, might and can be a huge reason why you don't have a baby. So we need to define the type of ovarian cyst you have, okay? All right, guys, keep asking your questions, please. Okay, keep asking your questions, please. Let me go up. Admin, please repost any question I haven't given a feedback. Doc, please, does COVID vaccine have any effect on fertility? Zero for now. Zero. There is no effect of COVID vaccine on your fertility. There is no effect of COVID vaccine on your pregnancy. They are actually protective. So please, if you have COVID vaccine in your facility, in your location, go and take the 2 shots. So don't waste time. They have done so many researches. There is no effect of this COVID vaccine on your ability to become pregnant. There is no effect on your baby. They are actually protective. Unfortunately, previously, when we have vaccines will prevent us from getting a couple of infections. Unfortunately, in COVID, you can still have vaccine and you can still develop COVID. But guess what? When you have the vaccine, the severity is not going to be bad. You will survive. But when you don't take the vaccine, you can end up in the ICU and you can die. People have been dying. So if you are blessed to have COVID in your location, there are so many people that don't even have vaccine. They want vaccine, but they don't have. Now, some people have, and they are still trying to experiment, to research. Be wise. Live to tell the story. So many people died in 2020. If God saved you because of grace. So be wise. So if you're in believing for baby category, no contraindication of taking your COVID vaccine. Go and take them, okay? There is no connection between your E. coli and fertility. Escherichia coli, it's an infection that does not have anything to do with your fertility. Okay, let's continue, guys. Let's continue. Let's get this party done, okay? Ask all your questions. I'll provide you feedbacks. And we can all go and enjoy our weekend, okay? But a friend had early miscarriage 2 days after taking this second dose. Now, my sister, I'm not here to contend with you. I'm only here to guide you. At the end of the day, what you decide to do is your business. So you don't come in querying me and whatever your friend told you. There are so many things that can lead to miscarriage. Top on the list is chromosomal problem. So the fact your friend took COVID vaccine within the time he had miscarriage, there is no evidence to support that COVID vaccine leads to miscarriage. But in life, we always want to blame something on things we want to blame something on. Take my advice or leave it, my sister, okay? I'm not forcing it down your throat. If you don't want to take the vaccine, that's okay. But there is no connection between the COVID vaccine and your fertility and your pregnancy. It's actually protective. Okay? All right, let's continue, guys. Okay, what's the cause of breast milk coming out of your breast when you're not pregnant? Now, what we are interested in, it's in the level of prolactin. Most women that have high prolactin will have this particular presentation. It's called galactorrhea. Now, when your prolactin level is high, it's going to stop you from ovulating. And if you don't ovulate, you can't become pregnant. There are drugs we can give you. Some women might have normal prolactin level and they are still having galactorrhea. Piggyback to your doctor. Let's investigate further, okay? All right, let's continue, guys. Look, my people, it takes a lot of research. I research everything I tell you guys on a daily basis. But some people derive joy coming into query people that are actually professionals. I can't spend days, weeks researching, making sure that things are correct. Then I come in and I give you good advice. And you're telling me, but my friend told me, but this person told me. It means you're not serious, my dear. Okay? All right, let's continue, guys. Okay. Body itching after bathing in pregnancy. Well, some women in pregnancy might have predisposition to itching. They are prone to itching. It's because of a couple of changes in your body, especially in the way the liver handles what we call bilirubin. Okay, so it's not unusual to have this. Some women can have what we call cholecystitis in pregnancy, which can lead to this. So piggyback to your provider. If you notice that this has been happening frequently, when you go for your ANC, please complain to your doctor, okay? All right, guys, let's not dissolve. Let's not dissolve. All the questions about gender selection show up on that day and we can teach you. If you are interested in knowing about the different methods of gender selection, register for the Super Master class on the 26th and we can teach you. Okay? Is it true that after ovulation, one should not continue making love in order not to disturb the fetus if pregnant? Completely false. Completely fallacious. When you are pregnant, you are pregnant. When your baby is developing, your baby is completely safe. Now, fertilization happens in a special place called the ampulla. When the egg meets the sperm, they will come together and form an embryo. Then they will begin their journey of implantation in your womb. Once your baby is completely implanted, there are so many protective mechanisms that will protect your baby. So if you become pregnant, if you still want to continue to make love, make love. There is no association between your pregnancy and subsequent lovemaking. Completely falsehood. This is what will make this is why I said so many women are in self-imposed infertility. If you wait every particular month to make love because you think you are ovulating, you are actually part of the problem. You don't have a baby today. So we do not practice time sex. We do not practice ovulation sex, and we do not practice fertility window sex. What kind of sex do we preach? 48 hourly. 1 day gap, the next day. So if you made love today, you can rest tomorrow, which is a Sabbath day. You can begin Monday. You can rest on Tuesday. You can continue Wednesday. You can rest on Thursday. You can continue Friday. If you want to make love every other day or every day, it's okay. There is no problem. All right? Okay. Okay, guys, let's get this done so we can all go and get some rest. All right, if your questions are not answered yet, you can ask again. Okay. Does low ovarian reserve lead to pregnancies that are not viable? Yes. In the first place, the lower your ovarian reserve, the lesser the possibility you're going to become pregnant. Now, if the eggs remaining are abnormal eggs, you can also have probability of having increased miscarriages and increased non-viable pregnancies. Okay? So your ovarian reserve, the quality and the quantity of your eggs is important in having viable pregnancy. Very important. And they are age dependent. Okay. Guys, keep asking your questions. Keep asking your questions. I'll keep providing you feedbacks. If you want to register for the class, admin is already sharing all the details you need. Be committed. Don't just say, I want to, then you don't. We can only help people that are serious. Okay? Let's see. Can you conceive with water coming out of your breast? If the reason why water is coming out of your breast is because of increase in your prolactin, hyperprolactinemia can lead to delay in fertility. So you need to see your fertility specialist. Now, it's easy for women to say, I'm ovulating. There is no way for you to confirm if you're ovulating. See a gynecologist. So in your own case, my sister, if water is coming out of your breast, we need to collect your blood and check your prolactin level. If your prolactin level is high, we need to fix it. Now, for you to tell me you are ovulating every month, how do you know? The fact you have increase in your cervical egg white mucus, the fact you have all those non-specific symptoms of ovulation doesn't mean you are ovulating. We need to confirm. So you need to see a gynecologist. So be careful. Okay, let's continue, guys. Let's wrap up. Let's wrap up. We have a provider in Abuja. If you need a provider in Abuja, we can refer you. Now you are having hotness in your tummy. We want to know why. There are a couple of things that can lead to this. It might be a sign of hormonal imbalance. It might be a sign you're getting ready to go into menopause. It's called hot flushes. So please listen to me carefully. If you are 35 in this group and above, and you don't have a baby, you are on the second half of your life in regards to fertility. You need to be in the front seat. If you are in 40, you need to be careful. If you are 50, you can still be a mother. If you have gone into menopause, you can still be a mother. But you need to deal with your reality. Any woman that has gone into menopause can only become a mother through donor egg. Some women will be singing hallelujah, hallelujah, and for the past 20 years, you've been singing hallelujah, and you go into menopause, and you continue singing hallelujah, hallelujah, until the day they will bury you. The same people that are telling you, oh, don't go here, don't go there, will be complaining they didn't give them food in your burial. That's a fact. Stop seeking for societal validation. Stop seeking for excuses. Stop seeking for approval. If you want to be a mother, go and start your family today. Some of your mothers, your sisters, your grandmother, your this or that, they might deceive you. They might be telling you things from a place they feel might be the best for you. But you and your doctor should know the right things to do. Your babies are waiting for you. Okay. Okay. Can a first-time mom deliver at 37 weeks without getting to 40? Your baby can come anytime your baby decides to come. But our target in pregnancy is what? 37 weeks. Once a baby gets to 37 weeks, that baby is called 10. 10 means your baby is fully cooked. But we want babies to get up to their expected date of delivery. Now, some babies might not make it to 37 weeks. It doesn't mean they won't make it. They can still make it. When your baby comes before 37 weeks, your baby is classified as what? Preterm. Pre-37. What do? When the baby is born? We take the baby to a special place. We take care of preemies. It's called neonatal intensive care unit. We take care of your baby. We make sure your baby is good before you go home. So your baby can decide to come at 37 weeks, 38 weeks, 40 weeks, 41 weeks. We don't know. It's the progress of your pregnancy and your baby that will decide. So your duty as a pregnant woman is to be conscientious in your ANC and follow the instructions of your doctor. Every woman that comes to third trimester should have packed her bags. Your babies can come like a thief in the night. You might be getting ready to sleep by 12 a.m. and your baby will tell you, hey, it's time to go. You're in labor. Where do you go to when you go to labor? The hospital, because your baby can come anytime. All right? Does pregnant care, when you don't ask me the right question, it confuses me. So pregnant care is for every woman that wants to become pregnant, okay? It's not age specific. If you are making love without protection and you are hopeful you're going to be a mother, start taking your pregnant care. Your pregnant care is multivitamins that will help your baby to develop properly. Okay, let's continue, guys. Let's actually wrap up. If you want to register for the upcoming gender selection, register. We have only few slots for only interested people. If gender issue has been tearing your family apart, this is the time to come. If you genuinely want to have a son, if you genuinely want to have a daughter, and it's been causing a lot of problems in your family, why don't you learn the right way? Why are you getting ready to continue having problems in your home when you can get help? Okay, let's wrap up, guys. Let's wrap up. So looking for questions. If you want to consult with me, follow admin. Admin is going to set you up. Can fibroid and urinary tract infections cause miscarriage? 100%. Fibroid on its own merit, if it's big, if it's intramural, if it's submucosal, can cause miscarriage. So if you were told you have fibroid, what we want to know is the type, the size, and your symptoms. If your fibroid is appreciably big, about 4 cm up, and is inside your womb, which is intramural or submucosal, please remove them. Your fibroid can lead to miscarriage. Your fibroid can damage your womb to lead to what we call hysterectomy. Your fibroid can prevent you from becoming pregnant. I mean, capture this for me. Some fibroids can cause delay in becoming pregnant. Some fibroids can lead to miscarriage. And some fibroids can lead to total damage and total removal of your womb. And unfortunately, as a woman of African origin, the possibility you're going to have fibroid in your life is very, very high. About 4 out of every 5 women out there will have fibroid in their lifetime. It's common among women, okay? Now, UTI can also lead to miscarriage. Urinary tract infections. Okay. Very important question. I just saw one important question. Okay, let me address this. Can you ovulate with water coming out of your breast? Now, let me repeat again. The hormone responsible for that water coming out of your breast is called prolactin. When your prolactin level is high, prolactin level is going to affect the other important hormones that will help you to ovulate. It's going to affect FSH, it's going to affect the progesterone, it's going to affect the LH, it's going to affect your estrogen. When this happens, you're not going to ovulate. So most women that might be having hyperprolactinemia as a cause of delay in infertility might not be ovulating. So we need to correct your prolactin level. So the possibility you have hyperprolactinemia and you're not ovulating is there. So you need to go and correct them. Thankfully, we have drugs we can give you. Okay, guys, let's wrap up. There's one particular question. Okay, here we go. Very important question. We've been talking about women. So now someone is asking about varicocele causing low sperm count. The answer is yes. Now, there are veins in the scrotal area, in the testicular area. Now, in some men, they will have a couple of distension, couple of swelling in this particular vein. That particular condition is called varicocele. Varicocele is a known big-time cause of male infertility. Depending on the grade of varicocele you have, you can go for surgery. So what you need to do, your partner needs to see a urologist as soon as possible, okay? Varicocele can stop you from becoming a father. All right, let's continue, guys. Okay, then 9 minutes to go. If your questions are not answered yet, please ask again. I'll provide you feedbacks, and we can all go and get some rest. Keep asking your questions, please. All questions related to calculating your ovulation, very, very simple. All you need to do is to be practicable. So let me read this. If one cycle is 28 days, but it changes sometimes to 26, 27, 29, who can tell me? Admin, I'm going to leave this to you. Kene, Chinyere, and Onyinye, find the right person that will answer this question correctly. Award them, 2 people. So admin, please follow my trend. For this question, this lady asked, Diane Omenoko, she used to be 28 days. Now it has changed to 26, 27, 29, some days. Is it normal? Number one question. Whoever gets it correctly, right, the first 2 people to get it correctly if it's normal. And whoever can tell us what to do in this situation to estimate the ovulation, award them free access to gender selection super masterclass. So 2 people to get it correctly. 2 people to give us the correct answer about the likely date of ovulation. So can I don't actually get involved. Let Chinyere and Onyinye handle this. So Chinyere and Onyinye, this is your assignment today. Follow up with our members, because sometimes I talk and it looks like people are not grabbing what I'm talking about. This is a take-home assignment today. If you answer it correctly and you have been waiting to attend the gender selection super masterclass and you couldn't attend because of whatever, you might have an opportunity to attend free of charge. We are awarding 2 free passes to that class. If you have 28-day cycle, but suddenly it's changing to 26, 27, 29, what is the right calculated tentative ovulation in this woman? How can we estimate her ovulation in this woman? Is it normal? Is it abnormal? Admin, please go to work and shortlist the names. When you get the names, submit it to COO and we shortlist them. Okay. Yeah, everybody continue trying it, and we'll see who gets it right. Okay, guys, let's wrap up. Let's actually wrap up, okay? So everybody should start calculating that particular question, okay? If you get it correctly, definitely I'm going to see you on the 26th, free of charge. But guys, if you still have questions, please ask. I'm still going to provide you feedbacks. Okay, answer that. So I'm checking. I want to make sure that everybody is attended to. That's my duty. At the end of the day, please use your opportunity. There are so many people that are wasting time. So many of us are wasting time. Escape of sperm after lovemaking does not cause infertility. The sperm that will get you pregnant is already inside your vagina. It's already inside the womb. So stop worrying about it. Okay, let's continue. I've answered a couple of all these questions. Let me calm down. Likely everybody is trying to solve this problem. So if we don't have any other question, then I'm going to take my leave and get some break. Okay. I want the right answer. I want the right answer. Now, let me even modify it to make it a little bit difficult. We need to step up in this group, right? We need to, because if we don't step up, we will take everything for granted. You know, I see women that still show up. They've been following me since 2015, and they are still asking, Doc, what does PPP mean? You can't be following me for 2015 and you're asking us what does PPP mean. It means you're not listening, my sister. Let's be real. Okay? We should not be giving excuses for things that should not be, possible. Okay. Now, you have 28-day cycle. That means every 28 days you bleed. Suddenly, probably from January 28, February 28, then March 26, you start worrying. Oh, what's going on? April 27, June 29. What's going on? Who can tell us the average cycle of this woman? Number one question. Number two, is it normal? Is this woman's cycle normal? Number two. Number three, who can calculate the exact estimated ovulation in this woman? Very, very simple question, as simple as ABCD when we were little, if you're a member of this group. If you get it correctly, you're going to attend my class free of charge. Okay. All right, guys. I see you guys are enjoying the question, okay? All right. If you want to attend the class, stop asking too much questions. Just go and register, my sister, okay? Just follow instructions. Everything is all out there. Okay. Just solve the problem. Admin is going to come and mark the scripts and they will shortlist. I trust them. Okay, this is the last question I will take before I go. What's the best way to boost sperm count? Lifestyle modification. Okay, so your partner needs to be serious. Your partner needs to start eating healthy, fruits and vegetables, portion control. You can even try some fasting. He needs to start exercising. He needs to start sleeping. He needs to start avoiding stress. These are the things that will help your partner's sperm count to improve. He should also get male multivitamins. If you can eat properly, if you can avoid alcohol, if you can avoid smoking, if you can exercise, if you watch your body mass index, your sperm will bounce back. You can get your woman pregnant. Now, anybody giving you any drug, if you have low sperm count, if we don't discover what the problem is in regards to the sperm count, they're not helping you. It's just a multivitamin helping to make sure that things are okay. But things that can give you results are lifestyle modification. So if you're a man and you're not exercising, if you've been sitting down watching soccer, get up and do something. When you eat healthy. Drink water, drop your alcohol, drop your smoking, sleep. So many men are not sleeping. Sleep also plays a role in your fertility. Okay? Okay, guys, my time is up. I hope you've learned one or few things. So let me wrap up. PPP works. All the testimonies you read in this group are women that practice PPP. It works. So keep on praying. God is the ultimate controller of everything. Prayer works. Prayer is the reason why I'm still breathing today. God is the reason why I still have my mind intact. I would have lost my mind. Sometimes talking to Nigerian people can be so crazy. Look, I'm keeping it real. So prayer works. The most important part of our PPP is prayer, right? Now, when you have prayed, you better go back home. If your partner's name is Emeka, you say, hey, Emeka, look, we need to make love. You're not even supposed to be making it formal. Look, there are things you put some, romance and you jazz it up and it will be so cool. Because, my people, if you have to make love for 8 hours, if you don't enjoy your love making, it's going to be like you're writing JAMB. That's a fact. And these days, after writing JAMB, I think you write another post JAMB exam to enter to read all those BB courses. But guys, if you know how to make love, you look forward to that. Some women won't even remember when they become pregnant, because when you're making love, you're loving, you're love making, you're having orgasm, you're having you don't care. There are so many couples you see out there, they've been having long-term infertility, but they're happy. Then there are some people that have 6 kids because they're looking for a particular boy. They are not happy, they are not sleeping. There are some couples that are still looking for babies. They make love for 8 hourly, and God will bless them. So stop looking for posts and be answering them and be liking, I claim this, I claim that, or you complain to the whole Facebook community and they say amen, they make you feel good. Then you go back. You feel that it's okay not to take actions. You have to have a game plan. You have to have a master plan to become. So pray, play, and practice. I love you guys. I'll see you guys later tomorrow. Stay around for our maternal and child health clinic. God bless you and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye-bye for now.